1993, I worked at a remote island where we were trying to bring dinosaurs to life. Well, it didn't turn out like we planned out there, and things got away from us, but don't worry, you can see dinosaurs today, and that is at the Dinosaur Drive-Thru at Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park, and that's where we find Jim. Jim, how are ya?
I am fantastic. This is so much fun, and I'm so glad that you guys could be here.
Oh, we're so glad you're doing this. Let's first start with your story, because this is pretty cool. You guys have never had dinosaurs before, have you?
No, it kind of started as you're a dad, your kids are a little bit older, but we all have littles, and we were just kind of tired of not having stuff to do with our kids. So we created this experience, one, to be family friendly, but also to be COVID friendly as well. And the more and more, we created it for them, but the more and more we're playing with these giant robotic dinosaurs, the more we were little kids and getting giddy and giggling and playing with these things. They're so cool, they're so realistic. We had no idea how realistic they would be. They're full museum quality animatronic dinosaurs. And we realized that, there's not really inner adults and kids, but pretty much every adult has an inner kid inside of them. So we've tried to cater to both of them, and it's just been such a fun experience.
Yeah, and this is the first experience for you guys and also for Arizona having this drive-through dinosaur experience going through. So how does this work?
So basically it's about a 45-minute tour. It's $49, and that is for one vehicle up to 8 people. It's a 45-minute tour. We have all of the over 60 animatronic dinosaurs. There's an audio tour that accompanies the entire thing that we wrote that has all kinds of cool, fun facts. It's got music, jokes. It's a really fun tour. So you have to stay in your vehicle the whole time, so that's the COVID-friendly part. And then it takes about 45 minutes to go through, and the kids just absolutely love it. Okay,
and that's not a small dinosaur. That's a big one we're looking at right now, the T-Rex right there.
That's a 40-foot T-Rex right there. We got hooked up extra subwoofers, so you feel it in your chest when he roars. It's pretty awesome.
Wow. Okay, let's go back to the front where they start off here, because I want us to walk over so we can get a little closer, if we can, to the animatronics. And we got to remind people, this is a drive-through, not a walk-through, so it's great that people are in the cars and doing some cool stuff. But can we get a little close to these? Because, they're actually moving, and they look so amazing. And I know you guys are proud of this. So, again, how'd you guys find these dinosaurs?
There's a company that we found in China that created them, and they're for museums. So they're meant to be stationary, but the problem is that you can't go to a museum right now. So we had to take them out on the road. So we're just going city to city, so you're still able to see these creatures. But it looks like a hard plastic, but it's actually a soft foam. And they all come with speakers and the animatronic, so they're fully moving the entire time, and they have little motion sensors. So as soon as you go past them, then they start moving, and they're really fun. And the bigger ones too. You can get up really close, and they're just very lifelike.
So I know we're going to be doing that a little bit, getting up close. Okay, let's talk about how people can find out about you guys and do this.
Yes, our website is DinosaurDrive-Thru.com, THRU, DinosaurDrive-Thru.com, and then you just select the date. Yesterday was opening day, and it goes through Thanksgiving weekend. The only day we're closed is Thanksgiving Day, but we're open every single day through November 29th. So you just go to our website, DinosaurDrive-Thru.com, and then you just pick the date, pick the time, and you're good to go.
Love it. All right, Jim, we're going to come back and check out the big guy, I think when we do that. And also, we'll talk some more. So, hey, Jim, thanks a lot. This is
Excellent.
So cool.
Thank you, Brad.
When I was on that island, they got away from us. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to figure that one out. All right. I got to do this seriously. All right. So Chris Pratt and I used to work at this park where he was a dinosaur trainer, and things went bad. But I have a feeling everything is under control at the Dinosaur Drive-Thru, and where we find Jim again. Jim, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Oh.
Tell Chris Pratt I said hi.
Yeah, I will. Right now he's like roaming the galaxy or something and saving people. But when we worked at that park, he was training and had a little clicker. But I don't think we need. Whoa! What is that?
These are Dilophosaurus. These are in Jurassic Park. The crazy thing about Jurassic Park is I was researching all of these dinosaurs, as pretty much every single one has a fun fact. So what we wanted to do, like those Dilophosaurus, they were little tiny dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, and they had the little fluttering frill, and then they spit venom. In actuality, they were massive dinosaurs, and they were not venomous at all. So it's crazy to see how much Jurassic Park changed a lot of them. Like a Velociraptor was a lot smaller, the size of like maybe a large turkey, and it was covered in feathers. But there they made these huge velociraptors. That just scared me a little bit. So what we wanted to do with this tour, that's the Omisaurus. What we wanted to do with the tour was, when it's not just cool to look at, we wanted to make it educational for the kids. So there's 3 periods: Triassic, Jurassic, which most people know, and Cretaceous. And what's cool, I didn't know, I thought all the dinosaurs were from the Jurassic period. That's why they called it Jurassic Park. And about 80% of them are from the Cretaceous period. There's only a few from the actual Jurassic period, but I don't know if Cretaceous Park probably just didn't have the same ring to it. So, so just going through all these dinosaurs, we found out a lot of really cool facts. Like coming up on the Stegosaurus, the brain is only about the size of a ping pong. So despite this 4-ton massive animal, the brain is only about the size of a ping pong, which is crazy how they operate. But I guess the general rule of thumb is you only have to be a little bit smarter than what you eat, and they ate plants, so I guess they didn't have to be very smart. So as we go down, every single dinosaur, every single dinosaur in this entire tour is in chronological order of when they existed. So from the very beginning, those were the very first dinosaurs in the Triassic period, and then as you go through, right about here you start to hit the Jurassic period and the Cretaceous period. So every dinosaur is in order all the way up to the T-Rex and the velociraptors at the end of the tour.
That's so cool as we're going through this and seeing all these different animals. And again, Jim, tell them how this all came about, because this wasn't just was it just like kind of like an overnight situation with you guys, right?
Yeah, it almost was an overnight situation. We were trying to think of stuff to do with our kids, and you can't really take them to museums, and you know, some of the zoos are open, some aren't. We're from Illinois, so it's a lot more locked down, and so we just came up with this concept that, you know, all of these dinosaurs they're museum quality. They're life size, they're animatronic, but you can't see them out on the road. So we put this concept together to really let kids get up close. Like this T-Rex here, we put big subwoofers underneath it, so when you're going by, I mean, you could feel it in your chest. This thing really roars.
Hey, Jim, will you jump out of the cart? Will you jump out of the cart and go next to that so we can see how big it is?
So Brad, keep in mind, I'm 6'8", okay? So I'm 6'8", and I come up to his kneecaps, basically. So these are massive creatures that we go through.
Those are amazing.
It's really fun, and it's just cool to see kids' faces.
I'm like a little kid right now. I'm like literally about to put everybody in the car, and we're
so fun. We're putting them together before it was even open, and we're just good. And it's funny because they go off their motion sensor. So sometimes we're working and you're not even realizing it, and you trip one, and it just completely scares you because this massive T-Rex starts roaring.
So okay.
And then this is during the day. I'm sorry. So this is during the day, and then at nighttime we have all these different lights. So it's almost a completely different show at night because it's all illuminated. So they look even more realistic at night with all of the lighting as well. So it's really around 6 o'clock, right when the sun sets. I mean, they look even more realistic. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Okay, tell people how this works. You come out there, it's out at Wild Horse Pass Motorsports, right across from the stores there. And you can take a car through. How many people in the car are you allowed to have?
Yep, it's $49, and that's for one vehicle, and it includes up to 8 people. We're right off I-10, so you can't miss us. You can see a whole row of dinosaurs. So you go through, the tour is about 45 minutes long. We have an audio tour that's written, it has jokes and all kinds of information for each dinosaur and a lot of fun facts. And yeah, it's a great time. You can hang out the windows, you don't have to stay seat belted in. It's a COVID safe thing. You don't have to wear masks because everybody's in their car, and they remain in their car for the entire tour.
So I love it, and it's the Dinosaur Drive-Thru. Jim, thanks for showing us around there, and again, I'm glad you brought it here first, which is so cool.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for letting us show it to your viewers. I hope you guys come out. It's a really great experience. Like I said, it's for the kids and the adults too. You know, it's a lot of fun to come see them.
All right, thank you, Jim. It is. It's gonna be fun. I'm like a little kid.
Thank you, Brad.
I wanted to pull down some other cool stuff.